7 days, Harrison County first responders have executed at least 6 rescues involving people driving in the flooded areas. As KLTV7's Bob Hallmark tells us, 4 of those happened in just the past 2 days.
58 or 252, we're good to go. Drive out.
These scenes show Harrison County responders getting to stranded motorists over the past 2 days.
That has led to almost a half a dozen high water rescues. Our emergency districts, our volunteer firemen have been very busy over this last spell of rains.
Swollen creeks and ponds, along with saturated ground, had numerous county roads with high water moving over them.
You lose your footing and fall in that water, you could be swept away in a matter of minutes or seconds.
Crews responded with deep water rescue vehicles in each case, one where a driver and 3 children were rescued from fast-moving water that had swept their vehicle to the edge of a drop-off.
The incident involved a minivan. The area there that they were in was in a valley, so the water kind of converged on that one specific point. Get them out of the side door, right up onto your truck, 3 young children in the car. And it turned out well, but it could have been very tragic.
And it can happen quickly. This section of Blocker Road became impassable within minutes after the storm started. A problem that the fire marshal says never seems to go away during floods.
People have decided that they will chance driving through this water to save a few minutes of time instead of backing up and turning around. Play it safe. Don't take the chances. Your life's not worth it.
Bob Hallmark, KLTV 7 News.
McConnell tells us all of the drivers and passengers involved in those water rescues were not injured.